Kaugnay naman sa inaantabayan ng resolusyon ng Sandigan Bayan sa motion to dismiss at petition for bail ni Senador Juan Ponce Enrile, makakapanayam natin si Father Ranilio Aquino, ang Dean po ng San Beda Graduate School of Law. Magandang umaga po, Father Aquino.
Good morning, Cara.
Okay, sir. Kapag ibinasura ho ba itong motion to dismiss ni Senador Juan Ponce Enrile sa Sandigan Bayan, ang ibig sabihin po ba nito ay meron ng probable cause or nakikitaan ng probable cause yung kaso kay Enrile at maaari na rin mag-issue ng warrant of arrest? Kasi ito yung nangyari noon dun sa kaso ni Senador Bong Revilla and Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Nagkaroon ng pagbasura dun sa motion to dismiss and later on, ang sumunod na ay ang pag-i-issue ng warrant of arrest.
Well, Cara, they usually follow each other, pero it doesn't mean that just because you disregard or you deny a motion to dismiss, kaagad na may finding of probable cause. Those are two different things. Dinedenay mo ang motion to dismiss kasi wala kang nakitang merito sa motion to dismiss. But you still must make an independent judicial determination of probable cause bago kang makapag-release ng warrant of arrest. So, yes, they usually follow each other, but denial of a motion to dismiss doesn't necessarily mean judicial finding of probable cause.
So meron pa ring posibilidad na hindi makapaglabas ng warrant of arrest laban dito kay Senator Juan Ponce Enrile?
Well, the good senator could still file some other motion in order to have the court re-examine information filed. For example, he could ask for a reinvestigation of the case against him. Those are all rights granted to an accused, Sarah.
And I suppose itong kung kunyari ibasura rin ng korte or ng Sandigan Bayan itong petition for bail nitong ni Senador Enrile, ganun din po, it doesn't follow na kailangan i-issuehan na siya ng warrant of arrest.
Well, that's one thing that has to be made very clear, no? Pagkatapos na may file ang information, ang hukuman mismo, ang Sandigan Bayan, ang mag-determine kung may probable cause.
Opo. Father Aquino?
The judicial determination. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you po.
Yes, yun tawag natin na judicial determination of probable cause. So, kahit na yung prosecutor may special probable cause, pag i-final nila yung information sa hukuman, hukuman pa rin ang mag-determine kung may probable cause for purposes of issuing the warrant of arrest.
Okay, may isa pa pong hinihiling yung kampo ni Senador Enrile. Ito po yung hospital or house arrest. Ano po ba, sir, ang grounds para mapagbigyan ito?
Well, actually, that's always the discretion of the court, no? Huwag nating kalimutan na pag ang isang tao ay arrested, hindi pa siya convicted. And so he still enjoys the presumption of innocence, no? And so when a senator is arrested, he remains a senator of the Republic of the Philippines until he is suspended from office. And he remains presumed innocent. So he should not be treated like a prisoner who has already been convicted and found guilty. So kung ang sinasabi ng hukuman ay alang-alang sa inyong katandaan o alang-alang sa mga karamdaman nyo o alang-alang sa inyong ginagampanang tungkulin, pinapayagan namin ng house arrest or hospital arrest, that's really within the discretion of the court.
Ang kailangan lang i-ensure ay makaka-attend siya doon sa mga hearing.
Yes, that he is not a flight risk, no, na walang risk na tatakas siya, and that he remains within the jurisdiction of the court.
Okay, sir. Over the past few days, pinag-uusapan din yung pagsuspinde sa pwesto nitong mga nakakulong na senador. Ito ay ginawa na una kay dating Pangulong Gloria Macapagal Arroyo at ngayon Pampanga Representative na sinuspend na nga siya doon sa kanyang pwesto. At ito isinusulong din yung pagsususpend naman dito kay na Senador Bong Revilla at Senador Jinggoy Estrada. Ano po ba ang nakasaad sa batas pagdating po sa pagsususpinde ng mga nakakulong na senador?
Our senators are charged under two laws, the law on plunder and the law on graft and corrupt practices. No? Sa ilalim ng dalawang batas na yan, may mandatory suspension. Ibig sabihin, pag na-file na yung information at nakikita ng hukuman na valido yung information, sila ay mapapatawan ng suspension not exceeding 90 days. But I want to emphasize, Cara, this is not a penalty. Ito yung tinatawag natin na preventive suspension. Preventive suspension.
Right.
Yes.
Oo.
So, they are not automatically suspended. There will still be a pre-suspension hearing. And during the hearing, mabibigyan sila ng pagkakataon na may pakita sa hukuman na hindi valido yung information. But if the court is satisfied that the information is valid, the court will impose the suspension tendentalite or habang dinidinig yung kaso.
In the same way that other government officials, kapag nasangkot sila sa isang insidente or isang kaso at ito iniimbestigahan pa, nagkakaroon din ng preventive suspension, sir, di ba?
If you're talking about suspension while investigation is still going, that's a suspension that can be imposed by the office of the ombudsman. No? But
in
is
this
a different
case-
suspension. This is a suspension that is made mandatory by the laws on plunder and the law on graft and corrupt practices. Yeah.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Father Ranhilio
Most
Aquino.
welcome, Gana. Most welcome.
Salamat po, sir. Si Father Aquino po ang Dean ng San Beda Graduate School of Law.